we're moving on here to 141 pounds for Iowa State. Anthony Echemendia off to a great start this season after a truncated campaign a year ago. Currently boasting a 14-2 record, the losses to the number 2 and 1 ranked wrestlers in the country. And his opponent will be the freshman from Cape Coral, Florida, Max Brady. He's 17-8, Kyvan. He's got 2 wins against ranked opponents this year.
Well, the thing about Max Brady, and this young man from Norwalk, Iowa, and I got to meet this young man when he was 9 or 10 years old in 2015, and he loves to compete. Like when his opportunity came about with his teammate being hurt, he was like, "Hey, I'm the guy," you know.
Yes.
And so this is a young man that's not going to back
Coach
down.
Schwab talked about that, I think, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, I have some communication with his dad. They brought my daughter and I out for a camp in Florida a few years back. So just awesome family, awesome people, and he's going to scrap in every situation.
Friday night, Echemendia beat Jordan Titus of West Virginia 12-3. Last night, Brady lost to Titus in Cedar Falls 7-3, although he scored the first takedown of the match.
Well, he's been in on the leg a few different. Oh, he was in on the leg earlier right away, and they went out of ref called out of bounds.
Got an equipment issue. You know, we talked about both of these coaches respecting each other, and there's a lot to respect. Doug Schwab, 137 wins, Kyvan. His wrestlers, 22 times. They've been All-Americans. His team's finished in the top 10 11 times. They were 9th last year when they were 14-1 in dual competition a year ago. And he's obviously established himself as one of the great coaches, not just in wrestling at Northern Iowa, in Panther athletic history, no doubt about it.
Yeah, and I think everything comes down to consistency, right? He's been extremely consistent. He wants to be in Cedar Falls. He has a great support staff. He finds great people that want to be in Cedar Falls, and whether great ability to run the corner right there from Echemendia, he finds the right people that want to be Panthers, and he talked about that, like you said earlier this week.
All right, he cuts him.
Shot right there.
He's in.
Another big takedown return. Echemendia does a really good job getting to angles, and then he gets to you. Once he controls your legs and your hips, like you're in big trouble when you wrestle Anthony Echemendia.
Well, this year he's got 62 takedowns, Echemendia, 5 allowed. And he is moving forward in this match. And there's the stall warning.
He's looking to bring the pace and put the pressure on the young freshman. Doing a good job right now.
Echemendia from Cuba in Bastida. Mentored by Fernando Coach Villascusa at Iowa State.
Right now, Echemendia is doing a good job of staying connected to the head. Goes a slide by, beautiful slide by action right there. He's looking to roll, and he follows it nicely. He's able to collect those points.
It's 3 more. Slowly building up that riding time, interspersed amongst these takedowns.
And he's collecting. He's keeping those hips locked in, doing a great job.
Brady won 4 high school prep titles. But it's a whole new world, literally. Now you're facing a man from Cuba.
Low single, boom, builds up to the body, lift, throws him backwards, boom.
On the deferral, Brady chooses down. We said Echemendia ranked 3rd by the nation's coaches and against the 7th toughest schedule in his weight class this season. Had a great 23-24 campaign that ended with a Big 12 championship and a 5th place finish at the NCAA championship. Then last year started strong, but an injury ended the season. He wasn't the only walking wounded for the rest of 2025 for Kevin Dresser. You know, we talked about Coach Schwab, and it's been amazing what Kevin Dresser's done here. 103 wins at Iowa State, 263 in his career, and has built programs in the high school. He saved the Virginia Tech program, and now he's put this program on the podium and escaped.
Nice shot right there from Max Brady. He's going to have to move right there. Those hips of Echemendia are tricky. But he has that locked up.
When you say they're tricky, what do you mean?
He just has great mobility and flexibility. If he gets underneath you, we've seen him pick people up and put them on Cuba Air. You know, he does a lot of really good stuff from those positions, and I would imagine a lot of that comes from his Greco freestyle background. You know, that those are a little bit more fluid points in that style of wrestling. But he also has learned a lot of great fundamental stuff and just runs the corner really well.
Just steadily working his way there with resistance from Brady.
Yep, that just takes it, right? Like that just takes energy.
That's another 3-pointer.
Yep, and coaches don't like that cutback right there. Dresser imploring him to cut him. Anthony, he's a man that, like, he wakes up early, goes to bed early, trains right away in the morning, trains again, then he trains in the evening. You know, like, he doesn't shortcut himself. Nice trip right there. And Echemendia just doing a great job finding his attacks, getting to his positions, and then capitalizing. And you got to understand, last year Max Brady was in the state finals going for his 4th Florida State championship. And this year he's wrestling Anthony Echemendia. But he's continuing to compete, get back to his feet. He's not going to be able to get away. But just it's effort, right? You want to see effort.
Well, you're right in that the freshmen of today are significantly ahead of the freshmen of 25 years ago. But at the same time, the gap, and, you know, pretty much the Iowa State wrestling room is replete with guys talking about their first year in the room, and they couldn't even get a takedown in the room, let alone in a match.
Yep, and so we're in the tech fall territory right now. Another shot right there from Brady. Echemendia is going to be looking to get back to his tie-ups and get to his legs. He's pulling on that head really well.
It's funny now, the referees were not afraid to use the stall call, and now the fans are conditioned to it, and they're calling it more. And there is a takedown.
Great job.
Max Brady.
Brady continuing to compete, continuing to move forward.
We said he's beaten 2 ranked guys already.
Right. I mean, he gave up five takedowns unanswered, and then he comes back and gets one in the 3rd period, like in the 6th minute.
That's moxie.
Those are important things. That's what you want to see in your young freshman. Maybe he's a little outmatched or outclassed or whatever the situation is right now today, but there's always growth that can be made in these situations, and that's what you're looking for from a coaching staff perspective. Is like, okay, what can you do better? What wins did we have in this? Even if we didn't get our hand raised, what were the wins in this?
Oh, no question about it. Well, and Brady wants to earn a spot in the tournament. He comes around again.
And that was a beautiful shuck by. Gets the takedown.
Brady showing his wares.
Riding time. Brady with the last 2 takedowns. Now it's a major decision territory.
Wow, it looked like he was on Echemendia to a 5th technical fall in his last 6 matches, but Max Brady asserts himself here.
And that's just, you got to keep competing, right? You got to keep competing.
Final seconds. Echemendia sprawling. And the clock runs out. And the feisty finish by Max Brady, still Echemendia, the winner here at 141.
Right here, gets to it, goes back to the double, gets the finish. Great work right there from the freshman Max Brady. And those are things that, again, you can build on going into the postseason.